Hi guys, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be talking about my top 5 recommended vehicles for GTA Online. And these don't have to come in a specific category, but these are just vehicles that will help you in your gameplay, make your gameplay much more fun, in the sense that it just helps you out, gets you around, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, so the first vehicle on this list is the Savage, because the Savage, as its name entails, it's an absolute beast. It destroys anything. It chews up tanks, it destroys insurgents like as if they're little toy cars. It just is insane. I recommend you get this even if I don't have it, that's why I'm using the creator. But look how it chews up that insurgent. Like, if there was a player in there, they're dead. And this thing's just an overall fun vehicle to fly around, run people over. Not really run people over. It's just great for that factor that it can just fly around. Also, it's a really cool looking helicopter. Comes in about 1.9 mil if I remember correctly. And I mean, if you've got the spare money, I recommend you get this thing. You can't really fit anything to it apart from a paint job inside of the hangar. So if you like paint jobs, I recommend this. I don't know. Right, so the next vehicle or vehicle class I would recommend is just any sort of supercar. As you can see in the gameplay, I'm using the Zentorno, and it's a very cheap supercar, or a decently cheap supercar, and it's got really good stats. It's very fast, got good handling, got good traction, and it only comes in at $75,000, which that's good for a supercar of this class, and it's very fast. Also, two other vehicles I recommend from the supercar class is the Turismo R, which I just ran into, I think. And that only costs you 500k. And the Cheetah, the Grotti Cheetah, which is the red car, I recommend that as well, as they're all good cars. The Grotti Cheetah costs 6.5k. And yeah, just any supercar that performs good in the category. So the next vehicle I'd recommend is an Insurgent or a weaponized vehicle that has a bit of armor to it. Because I recommend the Insurgent, or the Insurgent pickup, custom, because it's an overall strong vehicle, which is good because it can take damage and dish out lots of damage, and this thing is a tank. It runs into cars and launches them, like I'm about to do this to Sand King. Like, launches it across the whole road. It's insane. It's good at drifting, I think, as well. I didn't show it in that gameplay, but it's actually a really good drifter. And there was a little lag spike there, ignore that. But it's insane. It's just a great vehicle all around. It's got decent top speed, not the best, but it's still good enough that it's not like a sedan or something. So I recommend this vehicle for the plain fact that it's very armoured. You can actually have a gun to it if you pay 1.2 mil, and maybe a bit more for the gun. But also the gun, you need another player to use it, unless you can keep swapping out of it. But yeah, I recommend one of these Insurgents. Okay, so some of you probably saw this on my list. Well, we're expecting this to be on my list. And this is the Buzzard Attack Helicopter. And the reason I recommend the Buzzard Attack Helicopter is it's a very strong vehicle. Well, not a strong vehicle. It dishes out a lot of damage. Although it can't take much damage, dying to one homing missile, it's really good because it's small, it's nimble, can fit through buildings easily. You're basically going to take out any target you're trying to get, unless they got like a tank and they blow you up. And to think this is the one of the first vehicles in GTA Online is actually still remains to be one of the best. And if you are a CEO or a VIP, I'd recommend you be a CEO for this, because I mean, if you can afford the buses, you can afford the CEO office, right? So if you are CEO, you basically can just spawn this in right in front of you. Also, this vehicle only took me about 2 days to master, as after that I was basically a master, taking out targets like nothing. Like, as you can see, I'm just killing lots of random NPCs. It's not even that difficult. It's actually really fun. I know it sounds evil, but I felt like I've got better using it. Not always the best shot, I gotta admit, but most of the time I do hit targets, and even without homing missiles, this thing is strong. Apart from the miniguns kind of suck. They're not really good. Unless you want to intimidate a target, then they're decent. The Hydra. This is a novelty item. You don't have to get it because it's a very expensive item. Probably the most expensive on this list. Coming in at about $3 million for the trade price. 3 million for the trade price? Oh my gosh, what's the full price? Well, the full price is 3.9 million. Yeah, that's very expensive. But you do get a lot out of this thing, as it is absolutely insane with what it does. I cannot believe Rockstar would actually let you buy something like this. And it's cheaper than a laser by almost like double if you got the trade price. And it's just so good. Like, you see on the minimap someone coming towards you in a Hydra, you're like, oh no, gotta run, because he's gonna annihilate me. And that's the main reason why I absolutely love the Hydra. It's just a total tank of a beast to fly around. It feels nice flying it around. You can't really add customizations to it due to the fact that it's not really a smuggler's run vehicle. But no matter what, it is still great. I recommend it. If you have the spare money, you might as well buy it. And also, if you haven't noticed by the gameplay already, the Hydra has a special feature which is VTOL. And VTOL is vertical takeoff or landing. So essentially you can turn this thing into almost like a helicopter, which that doesn't really make that much sense, but you basically got a helicopter plane, which I decided to paint it pink because that was one of the more vibrant colours. Also, painting it doesn't really make it that vibrant. That's like the most vibrant I got it. So just experiment, and it's a very great plane. So the next vehicle on my list is an absolute beast, a Lamborghini. Okay, I was joking. It's not a Lambo, but I couldn't spawn it into the creator. I don't know why, but it's the armored Karuma. This is the closest I got to getting a car that looks like the armored Karuma. So the reason I recommend the armored Karuma, I don't recommend it for going against other players because you're just going to get absolutely destroyed, but it's for NPCs, because NPCs absolutely just cannot take it. It's too good. It's insane, because the armored Karuma is really bulletproof. The windows are insane. It's going to take a lot of hits to the engine until it blows up. Also, NPCs just cannot shoot through it. Apart from one explosive does destroy the armored Karuma, so that's kind of a disclaimer or a bummer. But apart from that, the Karuma is a really good vehicle to own. It got me through so many missions like Headhunter, a Titan of a Job, certain things like that. Also, you can use it in heists, which you don't know how useful that was. In like some heists, I think I used it. No, I didn't use it in the Pacific Standard heist. I used it in another heist where like people were shooting at you. I forgot what one it was. I think the Fleecer job. Oh no, you already get a Karuma in that. But it was a heist with the Karuma. It was absolutely insane. I felt invincible. I only got shot like 2 times and we got like 5 or 6 stars. not 6 stars, but 5 or 4 stars. It was crazy hectic out there. You're getting chased by every cop in Los Santos, and I only got 2 bullets to the head, and that's why I'd recommend the Karuma. But anyways guys, hope you did enjoy the video. Give me any suggestions in the comment section, what videos I should do next if you enjoyed this sort of video. And also this car I'm using in the gameplay is really good. It's I think it's the Ocelot Pariah. It's really great. It's good at stunting. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Comment what you want to see next, and I'll see you.